Good evening, students. So, in our last lecture, we have done lesson number 2, exercises up to 3. Now, we are going to start with the exercise 4, whether the following statements are true or false. So, the first one, Muhammad was born at Medina. It is false. The Abbasids ruled for 500 years. It is true. You can see. The third one, a Muslim should not worship an idol. True. Abu Bakr was the last Khalifa. False. And the last one, it is also false. So these were the true and false. Now, the question number 1, discuss the early life of Muhammad. Now, if you will come to the page number early life of Muhammad, number 1, point number 1, Prophet Muhammad lived the life of a prosperous trader. Prophet Muhammad lived the life of prosperous trader. Second point, Muhammad had his spiritual experience and became a prophet. Third point, he called himself the messenger of the supreme being Allah. He called himself the messenger of the supreme being Allah. And fourth point, he preached against idol worship. So fourth point, he preached against idol worship. So for this question, you are having 1, 2, 3, 4 point. 1, 2, 3, 4 point. I am repeating the answer again. The first one, Prophet Muhammad lived the life of a prosperous trader. Point number 2, Muhammad had his spiritual experience and became a prophet. Third, he called himself the messenger of the supreme being Allah. And the fourth, he preached against idol worship. So this is the answer of question number 1. Now question number 2, describe the teaching of Muhammad. So describe the teaching of the Muhammad. There is no God but Allah. Number point 1, there is no God but Allah. Second, to follow 5 pillars. To follow 5 pillars. You can write down the names of these 5 pillars. And the third one, Muslims should not worship an idol. Third point, Muslims should not worship an idol. So 3 points you will write down for this answer. Question number 3, what are the 5 main religious obligations? So 5 religious obligations. Number 1, Shahada. And you can write one line here. A Muslim's most essential obligation, or don't write this, just write down Shahada and write down there is no God but Allah. Muhammad is his prophet. Under this point you will write down this line, Shahada, there is no God but Allah, Muhammad is his prophet. Second, Salat, he must offer prayers 5 times every day. He must offer prayers 5 times every day. Third, Zakat, that is, he must give alms to the poor. He must give alms to the poor. Swam, Muslim must keep fast from dawn to dusk. Muslim must keep fast from dawn to dusk. And the last one, Hajj, once in his lifetime, every Muslim must travel to Makkah. Once in his lifetime, every Muslim must travel to Makkah. So these are the 5 obligations. Now come to the fourth question. Discuss the spread of Islamic civilization after passing away of the Prophet Muhammad. After spread of Islamic civilization. Number 1, Muhammad's successors were known as caliphs. Number point 1. Number 2, they were both spiritual and political leaders of Muslims. They were both spiritual and political leaders of Muslims. The caliphs, third point, the caliphs who succeeded Muhammad were Abu Bakr, Umar, Usman and Ali. The 3 point. Then you can write down fourth point here. Within a short period, this will be from here you can write down the fourth point, that within a short period within a short period the caliphs conquered Iran, Egypt, Spain, etc. They conquered Iran, Egypt, Spain, etc. Any 2-3 names you can write down. And the fifth point, the rule of the first 4 caliphs ended and the power passed into the hand of the Umayyad dynasty. The rule of the first 4 caliphs ended and the power passed into the hand of the Umayyad dynasty. So these are the 5 points of this question. Now come to the last question. Describe the main contribution of the Umayyad and Abbasids. So contributions of these two you can write down from here, that these were the Arabs. Number 1, the Arabs were good learners. The Arabs were good learners. Second point, they developed and enriched their knowledge of algebra and geometry and astronomy as well. They developed and enriched their knowledge of algebra and geometry and astronomy as well. Second point. Third point, the most famous work of Omar Khayyam is the Rubaiyat. Fourth point, the art of calligraphy flourished during this period. Fifth point, new architectural features such as the dome and the minaret were introduced. New architectural features such as the dome and minarets were introduced. So these were your 5 questions. Now students, all these questions you will write down in your copies.